Today, siguro pinakailangan yung lutos, kailangan mo kailangan eh. So, anyway, let's start. Who will start the first sample?
I will have an opening statement.
Yeah, opening statement. Okay, who will you do opening statement? Okay, let's give a floor to Freddy Tapacho, the best lawyer.
Thank you very much for moderating the famous Rod Cornejo. Namatay eh.
Famous lolo of the famous
At any rate, nagpapasalamat po muna ako muli sa inyo sa pagdalo ninyo dito sa aking payak na press conference na ipinatawag po ng Partido Demokratiko Pilipino upang ihayag ang aming saloobin tungkol po sa nangyayaring proseso leading to the possible impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte. Bagamat si pangalawang Pangulong Sara Duterte ay hindi po kaanib ng Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, bilang isang partido na nasa oposisyon na dating majority party at malaki po ang aming involvement sa political life ng ating bansa, ay kailangan magsalita po ako on behalf of the party and on behalf of my boss, Atty. Raul Aquino, who is the national spokesman of the PDP. Utusan lang po niya ako. At ang aming pong nais ipahayag ngayon sa ating mga kababayan ay ang aming lubos na pagkabahala sa nangyayari po sa ating House of Representatives, particularly the Committee on Justice, kung saan nakikita po naman natin na wini-weaponize ang proceedings for the impeachment process with the chairman and the vast majority of the members of the House Committee na talagang ito po ay conspiracy na to convert the summary proceedings which are supposed to be summary or abbreviated or truncated, may silangan po, into a trial para sirain si pangalawang Pangulong Sara Duterte. Bakit po nasabi ito ng partido? Unang-una, nakita niyo naman po ang abuse of process. Ito pong abuse ay ang pag-convert ng proseso into a mini trial. Bakit namin nasabi ito? Ang proseso po ay streamlined. Sapagkat ang trial po dapat po sa Senado sitting as an impeachment court. So ito lamang po ang proseso. May magpa-file under any of the two modes. Kasi tatlong modes po yan eh. Yung isa po, pagka 1/3, iba po ang proseso. But this was not, the impeachment complaints were not initiated under the last mode. Isa lang po, verified complaint endorsed by a member at verified complaint by a member. So, nandiyan na po. Dapat yan, the House Committee should find whether it is sufficient in form, after which they should find whether it is sufficient in substance. If the answer is in the affirmative, magkakaroon po ng sufficiency of ground. There will be a hearing at the trial. And later on, papaliwanag po ng ating mga kasamahan anong pagkakaiba ng hearing at trial to determine sufficiency of grounds and the formulation of the articles of impeachment. Alam po namin ni Atty. Luna yan at ni Jean Paras, sapagkat hindi po alam ng iba, kami po tatlo ang nag-successfully impeach kay former Comelec Chairman Andres Bautista. He was successfully impeached dahil yung pong articles ay na-transmit sa Senado. However, the Senate ruled that the said impeachment has become moot and academic because of his intervening resignation. So, dumaan po kami sa proseso, alam po namin yan. Hindi po nagkakaroon ng ganyang trial sa Committee on Justice. In fact, si Laila de Lima, nagagalit siya noon noong naging mini trial. Yung impeachment complaint laban kay hindi naman pwede sabihin Chief Justice kasi Daniel Boyd nga against Maria Lourdes Sereno. Yung mga same people na galit noon na naging mini trial daw under then committee chairman Ray Umali, naka-18 trials, galit na galit sila. Sila ngayon ang gumagawa ng same. That is the hypocrisy of the present House Committee on Justice, except for Representative Rufus Rodriguez. Ganyan po ang ginagawa. Ina-abuse din yung subpoena powers sapagkat sabi nga po nila, okay, the House and the Senate, they have broad powers to formulate their own rules of procedure. Ngunit, always and in the final act, at ipapaliwanag po yan ng mga kasama ko, I'm just laying the broad outline. Hindi po maaaring sumalungat ang power ng either house, the House of the Senate and the House of Representatives, na nag-formulate ng rules na labag sa saligang batas, particularly the due process clause, the right against self-incrimination, and the right to remain silent. So, yan po ang isa sa mga ginapapahala namin. Ina-abuse. Pakikero ko kung alam mo hindi. Kasi si Terry Don, back in the days when Terry Don was just growing his face, nandun na kami sa impeachment ni Jim at saka ni Manny. Kaya sinasabi po nga namin, si Luistro, si De Lima, napakapangit po nang sinasabi nila doon sa committee hearing. Sa mga labag po sa batas. Ang kitang-kita naman natin, they're turning this into a demolition job. Can you imagine the pettiness of these people? Nagpapakuha ng Mary Grace, Piatos, si Sedanya, di ba? Tabingi po ang katuwiran ni Sedanya sa dating na yan because they are undergoing trial by publicity. Oh, yan po ang kinababahala namin in abusing the process. They should let the Senate conduct the trial kasi may pagkakaiba po yan. Ang daming abogado rito. They can explain it better. We have lawyers here who are much better than myself.
Okay.
So, with that, yun po ang pahayag ng PDP. We are alarmed, we are bothered, we are very deeply concerned with the weaponization nitong process sa House na dapat summary lang ginagawa nila. They're converting it into a kangaroo court. At ang panawagan po namin sa committee, alam naman po natin, huwag na natin lokohin ang taong bayan. Alam naman namin that you will find sufficient ground and you will transmit it to the Senate. Gawin nyo na. Hipokrito kayo eh. Kunyari pa nagtatrial kayo. Preordained na naman ang conclusion yan eh. And you're not fooling anyone. So, gawin nyo na. Ngunit siyempre hindi nila gagawin dahil gagawin nila ito to rake the Vice President over the coals. That is why we believe in the PDP that it was a very smart move for the Vice President not to attend. Siyempre, ititwist nila yan. Pero, tama po ang Vice Presidente. Bakit ka pupunta sa isang kangaroo court, sa isang court of star chamber na alam mo na ang kahihinatnan, you will only be legitimizing what they are doing, the illegal and unconstitutional things that they are doing by your presence. So ang klaro po dyan, nakita po natin yung stand ni VP sa kanyang answer. Wala pong waiver of rights at wala pong waiver ng any constitutional objections that there may be down the road. Maraming salamat po, and now I turn it over to my more capable brethren in the profession.
The youngest.
And the handsomest.
Magandang umaga po. Gusto ko lang tulungan ang ating taong bayan na maunawaan yung nangyayari, and I ask the members of the media to help our cause. Meron po akong dalawang konsepto na nais ilatag. Tulungan niyo po kaming ipaunawa sa taong bayan. Dalawa lamang po. Una, yung salitang akin. Ang daming nalilito sa salitang akin, katulad. Pangalawa, yung konsepto na in dubio pro reo. When in doubt, rule in favor of the accused. Ulitin ko po, dalawa lang. Salitang akin, katulad. Kawangis, pero hindi salamin, ha? Katulad lamang akin. Pangalawa, in dubio pro reo. Gusto kong maunawaan ng taong bayan. Okay. Sa impeachment po, it is a sui generis proceeding. Wala siyang katulad. It is a class of its own. Kaya, tuwing meron pong sinasabi na ang impeachment proceeding sa House ay akin to preliminary investigation, mag-a-apply dyan medyo ang rules of court, medyo lamang. Pero hindi eksakto. Tama po ba? Okay. Ang mga issue, maiintindihan nyo kaagad kapag inisip nyo yung salitang akin tsaka in dubio pro reo. Bakit? Ano yung mga issue? Kahapon, sinabi nila, gusto nila na mag-cross-examine tayo, no? On our side, gustong i-cross-examine yung mga witnesses. Ang sabi po ng House, hindi naman ito criminal prosecution. Walang right to cross-examine. Okay? Pero, hindi po ang rules of court ang mananaig sa issue na yan. Dahil akin lamang sa preliminary investigation. So when in doubt, kung i-apply natin ang rules of court or hindi, dapat hindi. Ang i-apply natin ay ang Constitution. Because this is already akin to a criminal prosecution. Nag-jeopardize na si Sara. Dahil sa susunod yan, diretso na sa ombudsman yan. Tama po ba? Ang masusunod lang po na rules strictly ay ang Constitution at suppletory lamang ang rules of court. Okay. Gusto naman nila na isabina na yung bank records. Di ba, Pong Jin, gusto na raw nila mag-hold ng mini trial. Kanino po nang galing ang salita niyan? Sa kanila po sa House.
Doon sa pangit na babae.
That's what they call a Freudian slip. Gustong-gusto na nilang mag-mini trial. Okay. So sila naman ang gumagamit ng salitang akin. It is already akin to a mini trial. Ano po ba nakalagay sa Article 11 ng Constitution Section 3, number 6? The Senate has the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. Meaning, hindi naman siya trial. Pero pag akin na siya to a trial, mini trial sa kanila galing yan. No? Ibig sabihin, trial na yan. Bawal na yan. Wala silang jurisdiction. Therefore, it is fatally flawed. Defective siya. Then, pwedeng iakyat sa Supreme Court for lack of jurisdiction. Bakit? When in doubt, rule in favor of the accused. Okay? To sum up, ito lang po ang panawagan natin sa taong bayan. Educate yourselves. Every time, pinipilit po ang rules of court o kaya iba pang rules that is not applicable in strictissimi juris or juris, no? What will strictly apply only is the Constitution, Article 11 saka Article 3 Bill of Rights, no? Yan lang ang strict natin i-apply. Uulitin ko, pag nagmumukha ng criminal prosecution yan. Okay? In dubio pro reo. Pag nagmumukha ng trial, bawal na yan. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nilang preliminary investigation lang to, hindi pa pwede mag-cross-examine. In dubio pro reo. Pwede na mag-cross-examine dapat. Bakit? Because it's in favor of the accused. Every time may duda, i-apply ang Constitution in strictissimi juris and ignore other rules. Always in favor of Sara, who is now an accused, is in jeopardy, and alam naman natin kakasuhan nila. And the last message on accountability, no one is avoiding accountability. Kung gusto nyo, kasuhan nyo. Hindi po immune ang Vice President. Kasuhan nyo sa ombudsman na kayo naman ang nagtalaga. Kasuhan nyo doon. Pero itong impeachment, para sa akin na, i-dismiss nyo na o ituloy nyo na, sabi nga ni Atty. Ferdy. Kasi kung merong reasonable certainty of conviction sa Senate, iakyat nyo na. At kung wala naman, itigil nyo na para po sa taong bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Congressman?
Dito mo na. Right. From left to right.
Okay.
Dito mo.
Okay.
Dito mo na.
Okay. Magandang umaga.
Covered yung is
Magandang umaga
Okay.
sa ating mga kaibigan dito, both from the mainstream media and the blogs or bloggers. In my 30 years of practice and in 3 impeachment cases that I participated in together with my good compañeros, Attorney Jing Paras and Attorney Ferdinand Topacio, this is the first time that we have seen a witch hunting, fishing expedition, and a kangaroo court mold into one. This is the most horrendous, outrageous, and void proceeding in an impeachment case. Can you imagine? Dalawang impeachment complaints na recycled and bogus, pinagbigyan nila on form and sufficiency. Tapos, nagkaroon ng proceeding which is, according to our compañero Attorney Jimmy Bondo, ay akin to a trial. Meron bang ganon? Only the Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, can conduct a trial. There's nothing in the rules of the House, nor in the Constitution, that permits the House Committee on Justice to commit a mini trial. Doon pa lang, pwede na natin iakyat yan sa Korte Suprema. Yung subpoena powers nila ay inabuso. Yung ultimate facts, wala. Tapos hihingi ka ng subpoena para mag-supply ng deficiency sa complaints. That renders the entire proceedings null and void. Kaya I agree with legal luminaries that this should be brought before the Supreme Court on a petition for certiorari with temporary staying order. Because the rights of the accused in this case, Vice President Sara Duterte, is being violated as we speak. Grabe and grave abuse of discretion dito. In Bautista, in Terreno, and in Corona, hindi namin nakita ito. Imagine mo, isusupina nila ngayon ang mga bangko. Walang ganon. Only the Senate can do that. So that's another void action on the part of the House of Representatives. I would like to point that out, not because our dear Vice President ay malapit sa puso namin. We are duty-bound as citizens to protect the office of the Vice President, which is being violated ngayon ng House of Representatives who are more concerned with the impeachment than addressing the emergency economic situation that we are facing. Maraming salamat.
Tayo kay Jing. To the left.
Maraming pong salamat mga kababayan sa ating members of the media and of course the social media. Very simple lang ang sasabihin ko ito. They've always been saying that impeachment is a political, endeavor, political process. Kaya the height of politics is present in the House of Representatives, sa Committee on Justice. I mean, wala na tayong pag-uusapan, doon pa lang sa determination of form and substance. Pinakita na nila yung politika. 54 versus 1. Oh. Itong si Rufus Rodriguez, kunyari, dito, hindi niya alam kung saan siya kapapanig, sa kaliwa ba o sa kanan. Pero bumoto pa rin doon sa substance. So, dinadrama nila ang taong bayan. Alam naman natin kung saan hahantong ito lahat. In fact, gustong-gusto nila talaga na magkaroon ng trial sa Senate. Pero ito lahat palabas. Palabas lang ito. Tulad ditong pangit na chairman. Ay gusto niyang maging maganda sa mga media. Kaya panay press release niya sa mga mali-mali niyang sinasabi. Enhancing the political process to persuade the people in their favor. Kung gusto nila noon na 1/3 ay minamadali nila, bakit hindi na nila madaliin ngayon? Magboto na sila. Bakit pa nila gagamitin ang BP para sa kanilang sarsuela? Alam naman natin, sarsuela lahat ito. Wala silang ebidensya, mangangalat pa. You know, when you file a case, if it's a criminal or a civil, you file a case in a criminal doon sa fiscal. Pagdating doon sa complaint mo, nakalatag na lahat na ebidensya. Hindi ka na pwedeng tika-tika fiscal, isupina mo muna ito kasi wala kaming naka-attach ditong ebidensya sa sinasabi namin. Pwede ba yung ganon? Supina mo ba? The fiscal, which is akin. Sabi ni Jimmy, yung fiscal, kung anong trabaho ng fiscal, ganon din ang trabaho ng House Committee on Justice. They only determine probable cause. Pero if you're conducting a trial, you're already making a judgment. You're usurping the powers of the Senate. Di ba? Ano pang gagawin ng Senado kung pinrejudge mo na dito by making a mini trial kunyari, pero actually, you're already making a full-blown trial under the guise of a mini trial. Well, the Constitution did not use the word trial for the House of Representatives. It only says initiate. And initiate means to say, i-determine mo lang, tapos kung mayroon kayong prima facie o probable, magbutuhan sa plenary. If you get 1/3, then let the Senate decide and try the case. Ito, inuusip nyo na si Vice President using several stupid arguments from stupid people na hindi man lang mga abogado. Paano na ang taong bayan? Tapos, gumagas na sila, nagpupunta sa Bali, mag-birthday celebration, hindi natin alam yung mga under the table dyan. So, ito lahat po ay pamulitika. Kaya, baloney, yung House, talagang alam na natin ang ang kanilang boto. Mayroon dyan iba, kunyari, isang partido, isang ganito, kunyari, pahaging pa. Sabi nga nung isang businessman na kausap ko, nagpapalapad lang ng papel yan para baka hindi pa nabigyan. So, ganito po lahat yan. Politika ang nagtulak nitong Committee on Justice. Gusto nilang gamitin for their propaganda, and they're hiring even dean of law schools to talk in their behalf to justify their sarsuela na mini trial. Mayroon siyang bobo dyan na din na sinipa ng kanyang law school. Daldal ng daldal, ang daming hindi na sinasabi. Katulad ito ng mga iba pang mga abogado dyan na alam naman natin mali yung sinasabi nila, but hindi natin alam kung anong nasa likod ng kanilang mga sinasabi. So, ang bottom line para sa akin, mga kababayan, I've been a member of the House. There were 3 impeachment process that I've gone through. First, yung kay Chief Justice Davide. Kami yung kay Chief Justice Davide, we achieved 1/3. Pero hindi dinanggap ng Senado. Hindi in-endorse ni Speaker De Venecia. So, talagang pamulitika. Yung kay kay Bautista, pinatay na nila doon pa lang sa pinatay na nila doon pa sa committee. Wala daw form, walang substance, pero na-overrule ng plenary. So, ito lahat, it's politics. Kung may order ang speaker, may order ang majority floor leader, lahat yan, may lahat yan mga miyembro dyan ng Committee on Justice. It's already been revealed by a Congressman Erice. It's been revealed by Toby Chanco na pamulitika lahat ito. Kaya, ito sa inyo, lahat dyan ng mga congressman. Ito sa lahat dyan ng mga congressman. Kayo dapat ang imbestigahan base doon sa 18 Marines kung ilan ang maleta na tinanggap nyo. Umamin na lang yung isang babae. Umamin na nakatanggap siya ng maleta. Pero hindi niya sinabi kung magkano natanggap ng tatay niya. Iyon po. This is purely political. Pero the people of this country is still hoping that the Senate will give justice to the impeachment process. Kaya takot na takot sila sa Senado because hindi nila alam kung anong decision. Pero for me, it's already, if it's forgone in the House na ma-impeach si Sara Duterte, it's forgone in the Senate na wala silang makukuhang boto to convict her. And that is my, crystal ball saying.
Ano ba, may sisingit lang po kayo. With due apologies to
Mr. Lavino. I'm just present. Hindi lang.
Kaya kayo ng wireless eh. Anyway, with all due apologies to my boss, may sisingit na po ako another party matter. Noon pong August, this is totally unrelated. Noon pong August, nagkaroon ng hearing yung committee ni Senator Robin Padilla, Committee on Communications and Media on the sexual harassment sa mga studios, where I appeared as one of the resource persons. At further to that, I wrote a letter to follow up the results of what happened in that. And I would like to distribute to you the letter to Senator Padilla, who is a member, by the way, of the Partido Democratico Filipino, Joey. This is in relation to the amendments to the law on sexual harassment that I testified regarding the two cases that I've handled for GMA 7, yung studio ni Manufrod on sexual harassment. And nasabi naman doon na in view of the recent resurgence of the revelations against Arnold Clavio, yung kay Sara Balabagan, there is a need to come out with those amendments to the law on sexual harassment. Ito po yung letter. Basically, tapos na po ito, ang sabi ko lang, i-amend niyo yung law on sexual harassment to the effect that those who cover up these acts of sexual harassment should be made as guilty as the principals. Joey, i-distribute mo na lang.
Nauna?
Oo. Makakalimutan ko eh. Parang meron na sila. Kasi nga, although I clarified na alam kong walang kinalaman ang mga boson niyan, they are very godly, religious people and they will not allow it. Eh, yung mga subalterns po, yung mga sa baba ang nag-cover up. So, yun po, dinalita ko lang as a follow-up to another member of the party, si Senator Robin Padilla, who really wants to amend the law para mawala na yung mga sexual harassment na yan, hindi Gerald Santos, and others na na-cover up. With that, I would like to turn over the floor to my among tunay, Atty. Raul Lavino. Sorry for the interruption.
The, the rule about being more supreme or better is mas magaling talaga yung estudyante.
Mutual Admiration Club pala ito.
Well, first and foremost, I would like to greet everyone ng magandang umaga ng Huwebes ngayon, ano? Kahit na mataas masyado na yung langis, at baka mawala na tayo ng supply. At tinanong ako ni MJ kanina nung pagpasok ko rito, bakit daw green na naman yung aking kulay? Favorite na color ko yan kasi it signifies two things. One, pro-life. Green is the color of life. Nakikita mo yung environment natin, dahon, green yan. It also symbolizes wealth. Kasi green box yan. Kaya ako ay pro-USA. Dahil sa nangyayari ng kaguluhan dyan sa Middle East, mag-uusap na raw yung Philippine government sa Chinese government for possible joint exploration in West Philippine Sea. Most likely, baka magkaroon na rin ng joint fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea. So, tagalin natin yung fishing expedition dyan sa house. Tagalin na natin doon sa West Philippine Sea. Doon, yung fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea will be legal and legitimate. Ngayon, bakit ako pro-USA? USA, USA, USA. United Sara ako. Well, anyway, meron bang karapatan ng ordinaryong mamamayan katulad ko o katulad natin dito sa nangyayaring impeachment proceedings ngayon sa House of Representatives? Are we a party in interest here o si BP Sara lang? Well, two things you have to remember. There are two kinds of impeachable officials. One group are the elected officials, president and vice president. The others are appointed officials, justices of the Supreme Court, ombudsman. Yan yung mga impeachable Constitutional Commission, COA, lahat yan appointees. But if you're talking of the president and the vice president, all of us here are on trial. So we are a party in interest here because our being a sovereign people, nakalagay sa Constitution yan. Doon pa lang sa preamble, we the sovereign Filipino people. So how do you define being a sovereign Filipino people? Then you go to Article 2, Section 1. Sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. What's the manifestation of sovereignty? Then that is election. Election. That's why we are called the representative democracy. So whether you voted for Sara Duterte last election or Bongbong Marcos, then you are a party in interest here. Because if Sara Duterte is impeached and eventually convicted, she will be removed from office. Then we are deprived of our right, being sovereign people, of having elected her to be our vice president. That's why we are here. I am here not just because I am a lawyer who understands a little bit about law. I am here sitting here in front of you para ipaliwanag yung karapatan nating mga ordinaryong mamamayang Pilipino na pag ang tinatanggal o i-impeach natin ay presidente, vice-presidente, we have the sovereign right that will be affected by the outcome of these proceedings. Kaya, alam po, yung kanilang ginagawa ngayon sa House of Representatives, hinahayaan ko, ako'y natutuwa. Sa totoo lang, yung kanilang pinagagawa ngayon dyan sa House of Representatives, which is a blatant violation of the provisions of the Constitution as stated by Attorney Bundok a while ago. On Article 11, particularly Section 3, and Article 3, which is the Bill of Rights. So meaning, we have a possible actionable suit that we can file before the Supreme Court for the House of Representatives abusing its authority, resulting into lack of jurisdiction of what they are doing and an unconstitutional act. So any one of us here can file a corresponding petition before the Supreme Court to question the actions of the House of Representatives. And we are a proper party in interest. Meron tayong personality to file the necessary action. I have been in Congress for so many years. I was there in 1987. I saw the impeachment of Erap there. I was involved in somehow. I was also involved in the impeachment of then Chief Justice Davide as consultant of the Office of the Speaker. Give advice to the leaders of the House of what to do. Sumunod po dyan yung impeachment ni GMA. Ilang beses po yung may final dyan. Then the impeachment of Merceditas Gutierrez, impeachment of Andres Bautista, and Sereno. All these impeachment cases that were filed in the House, I was able to be part in whatever capacities. No? Ngayon, going back to the integrity of these impeachment proceedings, tama sinabi, only the Senate has the sole power to try and decide cases of impeachment. When you say try or trial, there's no distinction of maxi trial or mini trial. Basta trial yan. Yung mini skirt lang yan. Pero, there's no such thing as mini trial. Saan best ko ng gano'n? Now, if they are going to again define what they are doing as, well, it is akin. Ayan, yan salita akin. Akin yan, akin. Okay. Similar to a preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor. Or maybe we can say inquest proceedings. Kasi kami mga trial lawyers, dinaanan namin yan. So summary lang talaga ang pinag-uusapan doon. Whether it's an inquest proceedings or preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor, then the only things to be considered by the prosecutor would be what? The complaint affidavits, and the affidavits of the witnesses if there are any, and the counter affidavit of the defendant or respondent, or the real pieces of evidence that have been recovered. And if these are sufficient, then they will file the corresponding information in court. Yun lang ang gagawin. Hindi pwedeng magkaroon ka ng tawagin ng fiscal kung sino-sino yung mga wala naman silang participation that they have not filed any document in form of affidavit. Because that is fishing expedition na yun. Fishing expedition yun. Yung ginagawa nila ngayon, okay, dapat pagbasihan lamang nila. They have already determined yung substance is there. Compliant daw. So, compliant ba yung complaint? Compliant ba doon sa mga affidavits? Ngayon, kung meron silang clarificatory hearing, tawag ko yan, hindi trial. They have to clarify those provisions or those allegations in the affidavits that were filed by those potential witnesses or by the complainants. Then they can conduct a hearing. Clarify nyo nga ito. What do you mean by this? That is clarificatory hearing. But if you are going to start issuing subpoena to people who are not mentioned in the complaint or who have not submitted any document or affidavit, that is violation already of the provision of the Constitution on trial. Trial na kasi yan eh. No, sabihin mo mini trial, mini trial. Magkakain ba yan sa maxi trial o trial? Pareho lang na trial yan. And remember, any incidents or any other action related to trial, which is the sole power of the Senate, and if this is undertaken by the House of Representatives, it is unconstitutional. It is just that unconstitutional. It's also done with great abuse of discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction. Nung binasa ko yung answer ad tutelam ni Bibi Sara, I was so proud of her lawyers. Magaling sila. They know what they are doing. They know their law. They have to answer it, but it's ad tutelam, meaning to say as a precautionary measure without waiving the right to object on anything related to the unconstitutionality of the complaints or the proceedings that will take place in the House. So ngayon, ang ginagawa nitong Committee on Justice, insisting of issuing subpoenas, Meron siya kasi sinabi pa ng abogado. I heard it. No, these are all violation. These are all violation of the sole power of the Senate in a trial. No? Hindi naman na ito kasi committee hearing lamang ng in order to what do you call that, pass a law. No, not anymore. This is a hearing not in aid of legislation, but a committee hearing to determine if there is not just a mere probable cause, but if there are evidence that would warrant the findings of the Committee of Justice to go up to the plenary and for the plenary to decide and then transmit the matter to the Senate. Ganun lang kasimple yung impeachment proceedings. They are trying to complicate things in a way, ito sinabi ni Attorney Parasi, Congressman Ching, because sabi nila, Sarsuela ito. Sabi ni Attorney Topacio, kangaroo court. No, don't use kangaroo court. That's going to be an insult with a beautiful kangaroo. I love kangaroo. I've been to Australia many times. They're so beautiful. So don't compare the Committee on Justice as a kangaroo court. It's an insult to the kangaroo. Or even, let's say, sinabi, muro-muro lang yan. No. Don't use again that muro. It's an insult to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Hindi pwede.
Yan, tama yan.
No? Ang ginagawa nila doon sa House of Representatives, purely politika. They would want to put the Vice President in a bad light in the eyes of the public because she is the most trusted, popular public official of the land now, despite all their efforts to destroy her for the past 2 years. Hindi nila mapababa yan yung kanyang trust rating. And, you know, if you read the decisions of the Supreme Court, the 2025 decision, the motion for reconsideration of 2026, klaro, sinabi ng Supreme Court, this impeachment is not only political, it is also legal process. And when you talk of legal process, the main basis of looking at the legality or illegality of the proceeding is what the Constitution provides, because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, it is the fundamental law of the land. So anything that is contrary to Article 11 in relation to the Bill of Rights is unconstitutional, therefore it is illegal. And what they are doing right now, it is illegal. May nagtanong din sa akin, paano yung sabina, pag pinadala ka ng sabina ng Committee on Justice? If they are not going to, if the one that is being addressed to would not attend, can he or she decided for contempt? Well, for sure gagawin nila yun. Ikaw contempt nila yun. Papaaristo pa nila. But would that be a legal action of the House? No. It will be unconstitutional. It will violate due process, the right of that person. Because here it's no longer just being a resource person. Napapatawag mo siya para magbigay ng kanyang opinion, nalalaman niya tungkol sa isang batas na nakabimbing, panukalan na nakabimbing in order to be passed by the committee. Ito hindi na Itong Committee on Justice here is acting not just a mere committee of the House that's going to pass pieces of legislation, but eventually it will become the body that will prosecute this impeachment proceedings in the House. So tama rin yung sinasabi na it is similar to the preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Then so submitted yan, sige, I admit, similar, that's not the same. But you cannot go beyond what is allowed and authorized in a preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Because going beyond that would be violation of the Constitution. So yun lamang po yung aking maikling paliwanag po sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Now I know why Ferdy is a good lawyer. He is a brilliant mentor.
Mentor.
And I'm also glad, Ferdy, that you have this press conference because, in my opinion, this is the best press conference na nilinaw kung gano'ng kalabo ang ginagawa ng Congress. Maraming salamat. Okay, Asher,